20th. It's a nice day out, and I'm in the press park area, which is, as you can see, full of umbrellas. Since it's day 2, it's pretty dead right now. Yesterday this place was swimming with people, and the the demo stations open up at 9. So I'm just sitting around. It is approximately 8:51 right now. So far, I've seen a lot of stuff, and I don't know how much of it is going to impact real people right away. But generally, this stuff will make a big difference in how people search. It's going to make a big difference on how people find things. And then there's, the worry that the amount of data you're giving Google could be a problem. You got to trust a company with all this information, but then again, you're already using Gmail, or you're using Docs, and you're using these Google products. Well, they have this info on you already. So the thing is, you're getting a lot of this data back, and you can use it to do other things. So in one respect, it's good that you have something to work with all of the stuff you've given Google, and they can give you something that is useful because you've lived a Google life for such a long time. But it also has got a lot of lock-in, right? So if Gmail and Calendar and all of these good stuff bother you in the future, guess what? Would you want to switch to some other service? Do you want to bother and try to explain to your assistant that, no, you don't understand me. You don't understand what I'm doing. So I don't know how this is going to suss out. I think what's important is like some regulation on this stuff. The AI information is pretty important. Generating essentially a digital double. This is basically what I'm getting at with all this information, that Google will be able to build a digital double based on you and your Google life. And that's great and horrifying at the same time, because, if there's a security breach, well, it's a lot easier for somebody to use Gemini Spark to get to know me inside and out. I don't know if there's going to be tools to blank out or like a don't search kind of function, but we'll see what happens there. So Gmail is going to have Gemini. Everything's got Gemini. If you've been watching the coverage, you've been reading about it, the names are very confusing. There's all kinds of Gemini stuff. Hey, person. Sorry, I can't read that from this way. But thanks for being here. If you got questions, you can let me know, but I can't really read them. Message retracted. All right. Well, anyway, like I was saying, Google with it. Hey, hello. Please excuse me for a moment. I need to wipe my nose. I think I have allergies out here. Excuse me. Anyway, so you got this digital double concept. Google talked about Gemini for Science, right? Gemini for Science built a digital duplicate of the world as close as they can get it, so they could predict hurricane data or hurricane patterns before things happened. Google showed off a video explaining how Hurricane Melissa wasn't as impactful as it could have been thanks to the information. So, thanks to the information from Gemini for Science. But how close are we to just building a digital double and simulations on all of these things? It doesn't seem that far away. And like I was saying, with all of the Google information about you, your digital double could be sooner than later. Are you a tough guy? No, I'm not a tough guy at all. I think I can fall a lot, but I'm not. I'm wearing my sunglasses because it's sunny out. A tough guy. I wish I was a tough guy. I can't fight. I can argue. I can think. And Gemini can do a lot of things for me, but I don't think it can be my bodyguard, although that's only a matter of time. I saw so many different demos. And sometimes I think that this is nerds talking to nerds. And I really wish you look pretty tough to me. Yes, I'm as tough as a $3 steak. That's an old saying. Anyway, what was I going to say? A lot of the stuff that Google talks about in these demos is stuff that I deal with in real life. They're talking about, oh, I got to figure out planning for my weekend, and I need to have my family on the same page, and I want to do this, that, and the other thing. And I think this is really the problem of people who don't human well. So I consider myself pretty bad at this, at being a person. And I've had a lot of therapy, I've had a lot of work when it comes to my mind, and I've learned a lot about me. So I don't know if these people are like me, where they just need to talk to a machine and let the machine take care of it for them. And I don't know if regular people are like this. Maybe there is no regular person. With the new Gemini search stuff about like your universal cart, you could just have stuff waiting for you. That's great. It can make plans for you. That's great. Your interactions with humans gets limited. That's great. Maybe not. Anyway, how old are you? I'm 46. Yeah, so trying to read this stuff on my Galaxy Z Fold 7. How much time do I got? 4 minutes. I'll be here for another 4 minutes, and then I'll be running around trying to see if I can find anything worthwhile for video, because all of the stuff we've seen, software, great. A lot of these tools are going to be in a lot of the apps that we use in the future, and a lot of apps are going to be built through Gemini things. So the question is, how many hooks? Yes, I am 46. I'll be 47 in October. Google already knows that because it knows how old I am, and I'm sure maybe that's something I could be. I look so young. It's a bad camera. Thank you. I wonder, I was joking around with the Google folks, and I was like, hey, I wonder if I could use Spark and use these tools to ask it what I would normally do based on what you know about me. And so theoretically, I could simulate what I would do and see how that resolves. Which is, you know, pretty weird that I would do that, but that's also how I think. I don't know, do regular people do this? With Google search, they're trying to get you to do the most particular searches possible. Like, okay, I want you to tell me and find me an apartment that costs less than $3,000 within walking distance of a park that is 20 minutes away from my place of business. What country are you from? I am from America, the US. My folks are from Pakistan. I was born in Brooklyn. And you could use this to steal my identity, so I should stop really telling you these facts. So you can ask for these really particular items through Google search, and it's going to keep track of it, and if it does exist, they'll let you know, and that's kind of neat. But are people as picky, or is that against the idea of, you know, being a normal person? Yeah, that's fine, this is fine. I'm a pretty picky guy, and I don't consider that to be a good thing. I think that's kind of difficult, but is this generation of search going to cause people to be more individualized? Are they going to be more picky? Are they going to be more demanding? By the way, what are you talking about? I'm talking about Google I/O, and I'm at the show today. I've got to check out some demos in a minute. Google I/O is a big developers conference. Google showed off its all kinds of artificial intelligence and where it can go. And I'll have a full recap on everything at youtube.com/cnet, youtube.com/PCMag. I'm not sure where they're publishing the thing, but I'll have a wrapper on all this because this is what's happening. Anyway, thank you for watching, whoever you are, and come back later. May I ask, do you believe in my Lord Jesus? Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know if I'm not religious, but as far as I know, historical figure does exist. And from what I've read, I went to Catholic school. Cool dude. I mean, that's the bell. I gotta go. See you guys.